301, 302, take one.
Marker.
Buttons on buttons on buttons on buttons on buttons on buttons.
We're talking about the 3700 button. I'm Charles the Humble Mechanic, Master Certified Technician, Automotive Instructor, and Professional Internet Slacker.
I'm Rich Rebuilds, the Rogue Mechanic. I specialize in EVs. I've been taking cars apart for the last 15 years. This is our connected car. What does a connected car mean to you?
Love the question. For me, it's anything starting at simply a backup camera to parking aid,
Right.
adaptive cruise control. I think of it generally as the driver being more connected to the vehicle.
Okay.
But that is probably kind of where it starts, because I
Right.
think you have a little bit different view of a connected car.
So I think a connected car is a car that connects back to the manufacturer for advanced telematics. Like, for example, if you're having an issue, if you're low on oil or low tire pressure sensors, or there's a problem within the car itself you might not be aware of, the car is constantly sending information back to the manufacturer. They have the logs, and they could say to you, hey, listen, your car needs service. Here's your new scheduled appointment, to make things easier on the driver.
Right. With the connected car, what are some things that you're looking for on the exterior that may be different from a car that's not something that's connected?
Now, on the outside of the car, what you want to look out for are things like parking sensors in the rear backup cameras, and also in a lot of cases, there's actually sensors behind the door that you can't see as well.
Right.
Moving towards the front, there's also lane departure warning cameras in the mirrors.
Yep, we
And-
also have up in the windshield cameras, maybe in the grill
Yep.
cameras. The important thing there is that you need to be aware that if these sensors or cameras get dirty, the systems aren't going to function, and the systems are all linked together. They all function together.
Absolutely.
So if something in the back has had some impact damage or the windshield's cracked, your connected car may not be so connected
connected.
anymore. Let's open the hood.
Yeah,
Let's
so-
open the hood. You want to?
Check this out. Whoa, look at this, huh?
Look at this indeed. So something I'm noticing right away is there's a lot of plastic covers.
There sure is, yeah.
Everything's under a cover. We also have our battery, which I don't think it's much of a surprise that it's an AGM
Damn
battery.
battery. Of course it is.
Right? We have all the sensors, all the components. As soon as you turn that key on, they're starting to do self-tests.
And there's actually a lot more components in this car, which is a connected car, than your standard vehicle. For example, this has a whole infotainment system in the front with a computer built in. It actually has 3 rows. That's more seats to heat.
Yep.
And also on the back is probably its own independent heater system as well. Let's take it for a drive.
Let's take it for a drive. You get to drive.
Yes. So now we're driving this really awesome and super special connected car.
Connected car,
Right?
absolutely.
And I'm looking at this dashboard, and there are so many buttons on this car.
Buttons.
There's like
There are USB ports in the seats, which is wicked cool.
In the back seats.
Touch screen, microphones, lights, crazy stuff. I feel like that could get pretty overwhelming.
This is where the future of cars is going, because there's literally.
I'm gonna blow your mind.
Yes, go ahead.
It's already here.
The future is now.
Yeah, and it's crazy because all this stuff has actually been on cars for quite some time.
But only the premium models.
the highest end stuff. Now it's standard. It's going to be intimidating for customers until they get used to it and learn it.
Absolutely.
It can be scary for technicians.
Because there's a lot. Because the car, it's making the bridge between being a car and being a computer.
Right.
And a lot of people are scared of that transition. And I think it's especially awesome because, as we were just talking about, we always say, hey, owner's manual. We went to go find the one on this one. It's actually online.
Yeah, you scan the QR code, boom, brings up an app.
It's like, that would be terrifying to people.
Don't read your owner's manual while you're driving.
Yeah, no,
That's
absolutely
a bad
not.
practice.
Please pull over where it's safe, and then click the link to go online with the QR code, and then read the owner's manual. This begs the question. So with all this new technology, it's kind of hard to figure out, can you actually diagnose these cars yourself?
Yep. Well, I think it depends, of course. There's some of those easy visual checks. Look over your car, make sure snow's not covering any of the radars, make sure you don't have any physical damage.
Absolutely.
Little things. Make sure you know how it works. One of the first steps of diagnosis is knowing how the system is supposed to work.
Exactly.
To see if it actually is broken.
Because you never know,
Or
maybe
if
it's supposed
it's
to
not.
do that. Like in a lot of
Exactly.
cases, people get a car, it has the auto stop start feature, people don't realize that that's a feature now.
Yep.
That when you stop your car, your engine shuts off.
Right.
In a lot of cases, people might be like, my car's broken. Like,
Right.
no, actually, that's a feature of it. If the car indicates, hey, listen, the adaptive cruise isn't working, and you know that adaptive cruise means it maintains a certain distance in front of the car in front of you, you could say, you know what, maybe my sensor's clogged. Maybe
Right.
I have some snow there.
Yep.
You know, make sure you do a visual check. Walk around the car, make sure there's no damage, no sensors coming out, nothing that looks really strange.
We're back.
Hey,
Dude, that car has a lot of lights.
it's pretty cool,
and a
right?
lot of stuff.
It's an awesome ride.
The great thing about that is your car's telling you so much more information than it used to.
Right.
This is due for service. This is a problem. This is great.
Fix
Everybody's
this now.
happy.
Fix this later. Absolutely.
It's amazing, and I really, really like that. However, as an owner, you're gonna learn some new stuff.
Yep. I think one of the most important things you can do is when you first get the car, learn it inside and out. Obviously, drive it and read the owner's manual.
Right.
This will really help you out too, because when there is a problem with the car, you'll know immediately this isn't the way my car is supposed to operate, and you can bring it to your mechanic accordingly.
What if you do have a problem? How do you find someone qualified to work on some of this new stuff? Because this is a brand new car. Every
Right.
shop might not be equipped to work on it.
Absolutely. So what I would usually do is I would actually go to your current mechanic and kind of ask them and figure out, hey, what is the most recent year cars that you work on, and do you work on connected vehicles? One of the things that you have to keep in mind is that you're going to hear some new terms. You're going to hear things like data plan,
Yep.
because a lot of the cars have a connected data plan
Yep.
where they communicate. You can get the weather, talk back to the manufacturer, and things like that.
Service reminder, inspection reminder, all of it. And I think it's actually perfectly acceptable to have that just straight up conversation with your current mechanic.
Right.
Hey, do you work on this or do you not? This may be something that it's a dealer
only.
only kind of thing.
Absolutely.
And you know what? That's okay. You can still rely on your current mechanic for all the rest of the stuff, but maybe that ADAS alignment where
Right.
you're aligning the radars and everything
That might be
has to
dealer
go to the
only.
dealer. Or there are plenty of specialty independent shops that do that stuff too.
Absolutely. And the next thing you want to know is that you're the most important line of defense for your car.
So really, it is up to the customer first to make sure everything's cool.
Right.
And then once it progresses from there, then you bring it
go
to
to
your
your
mechanic,
mechanic.
and you guys work together to get it back dialed in.
And that's how I learned, really. I knew there was an issue with my car. I started taking things apart and diagnosing them on my own, and ended up fixing it myself.
Now, you don't need to go to the full rebuild of electric vehicles like Rich, but it's important point that you are the first line of defense in making sure your car's running right. You got to know the systems. You got to know how to talk to your mechanic
Absolutely.
and explain what's going on.
And also know that you are smarter than your car.
You are definitely smarter than your car. He's not smarter than
I'm not me.
I'm
But
not
you.
either.